Well, it almost didn't happen. Spotlight Theater's Tarzan was slated to open in the summer of 2020.
Right, and we all know what happened there.
Yeah.
Everything was canceled,
Yep.
but now after 4 years, they are ready to go back to the jungle. Tommy Rakowitz-Stierwalt and Kirsten Sindelar from Spotlight Theater are joining us today. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So, Kirsten, Tarzan opens tomorrow night. You guys must be super excited.
Oh yes, I mean we've been working really hard all week and doing a lot of different runs, and a lot of times during tech you kind of add little pieces and make it better in their own way too. So
or make it more your own.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. Just kind of leading up to that final night where you actually get people watching you. I mean,
great.
we're ready for an audience, I think.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
And obviously Tarzan is a very well-known Disney classic, but for those of us who might not remember the story, kind of walk us through the storyline, Tommy.
So it's about a young, an infant who was kind of swept up by a family of apes. And throughout the story, he's growing up wondering why he's different, why he doesn't look like his adoptive family, if you will, and finds out close to the end of the show that he is a human.
Yeah, I think just like with a lot of like Disney movies or musicals and storylines, I mean, there's something that you can take away from it, whether you are a child watching a Disney movie or you're an adult and you're going to the theater and you're watching this show. I think there's just like a lot of lessons in some of these stories.
Yeah.
But with that said, Kirsten, is there a difference or a big difference between the musical and the movie that probably many of us have seen as children?
Well, it takes you back. It's very nostalgic, but there's a lot of, I mean, it's Phil Collins' music. There's a lot of his songs in there that everyone's going to recognize and they're going to remember. But being as the musical adaptation, there is a lot of things that they had to add. A lot of, I mean, Jane doesn't sing at all in the Disney movie, so I do have a few songs. We have a really cool duet. Kerchak sings. I mean, it's
awesome.
it's really funny. So there's a lot of new things that you're gonna see, as well as what you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of this is new because Tarzan has never been shown in the QC, at least on stage before. So, you know, we were kind of talking before the show. I asked this question about if they were nervous or excited. It's kind of a mixture of both, right?
Yes.
Are you feeling the pressure? Pressure's off?
I think
50-50?
there is a little bit of pressure, just because this is the first, the stage version, the first introduction to this area. So there's the precedent of, all right, go big or go home. And I think with Brent Tubbs, the director and co-owner of the Spotlight, I think he definitely went the route of, we're going big. It's a spectacle. Absolutely.
Oh, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Okay, so you are Tarzan,
I am.
which you would imagine would be a physically demanding role.
Absolutely.
Are there ways that you prepared for it, other than obviously practicing your lines in the scenes? But
and you know, Tarzan really, he does not talk a lot. More so towards the end of the show. But I started prepping for this in September of last year.
Oh wow.
Because I said, you know what, if there's one show I'm going to go for, it's going to be this one. And very lovingly, my husband said, you know what, if you get cast, awesome. If you don't get cast, you know, you've been running constantly, you've been lifting at the gym, you're in fantastic shape. So either way, it's a win.
It's a win-win.
Well, good for you. That's awesome.
And obviously, Kirsten, you played Jane. So what did you do to prepare for that role?
Well, I'm used to actually being in a few different shows at the same time.
Oh wow.
So I mean, I have a British accent, and obviously I don't have to be in super physical shape. I wear a lot of layers, though. So, but actually, I was just in Diary of a Wimpy Kid at Circa, which was a world premiere, actually. So it's really two different things, but kind of the first thing that I'm used to that we kind of did in 1 year, so it's really cool. But I've always got lyrics and lines and stuff going on all the time.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, from the photos that we were just seeing, I mean, it looks beautiful. What can you tell us about kind of the tech side of things? We know, of course, that you're actors in this, but you know, the lights, the stage, the costumes. I mean, all of that seems to have really come together.
Absolutely. I mean, Brent Tubbs, the director, he did. He built the set as well as worked the lights, and as you saw in the photos, I mean, right there, I mean, the set is just fantastic. There's so many different levels. The lighting, he did some fog effects, and I would like to mention that the wardrobe, Sarah Wagner and Heather Blair went if there was something passed above and beyond, I mean, they did it. The way they have dressed us to look like these creatures, these animals, these jungle inhabitants, it really is a spectacle.
That's a talent on its own.
It absolutely is. Yeah, the costumes look amazing, and you were talking about animals. Obviously, we're not going to bring a live leopard on the stage, so we got a leopard puppet. This is pretty unique. Talk about this.
Yeah, Sarah Wagoner built this, and when I say we saw the preview of it in its entirety, which you're seeing there is. It's mind-blowing. Like I mean, she has eyes on it, and the way this puppet moves with the actress who is operating it. This entire show is. You've never seen anything like it. I promise you.
It's very immersive.
Yes. Well, you can get your tickets now by heading to the SpotlightTheaterQC.com. Performances are this Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. along with Sunday at 2. The show also runs next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the same times. Tommy and Kirsten, thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm excited.
Like a leg tomorrow night. This is exciting.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching Quad Cities Live.
Your local news at 4 is up next.